Ooh, what beautiful timing for the song to end. And the next to begin. Greetings and salutations. How goes it? On this fine Tuesday evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you hail, welcome in, Hex. Getting your delicious snacks, I see, yes, Butterfinger Bites, popcorn, pizza, sweet tea, some assorted fudge, and hot cocoa. That's quite the spread. Worthy spread of any viewing experience, I would say. Oh, my day has been so slow and arduous, but good God, was my walk lovely. Let's go! 80! Wait a minute, what do you mean? And Hunter being almost as old as me. What the heck, man? Goldie, let's chat. I'm not 80. How dare you? Also, why isn't the old man redeem working? Nani the fuck? Hold on. Hold. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's because I changed that special identifier. God dang it. That's right. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Go. Why is it not going? That is what the... Wait, is that the actual special identifier that I'm supposed to be using? Oh, wait, no. I think I know why. I didn't add that special identifier to those other buttons. Oh! Well, this is fine. I'm glad we caught it early. As in, we caught it. And I know exactly why. I just need to find where those are. Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. This tab. There you are. Do I not have that? I don't have that. Silly bean. This. Save. Just ironing out some technical difficulties. Only take me another second. This one. What happens when you completely overhaul like all of your redeems essentially and tie them to one centralized one? You miss them sometimes. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So now that should work. So then if I hit this button here, just to reset. Okay, we hit this one. All right, and then oh, I shouldn't have closed that other one. Dang it. There was no reason for me to close it. Fine. And then we hit this and we test. Hey, there it goes. All right, I'm old now. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got my old person nightcap, got my little blanket. You young whippersnappers. What I have to go through on a daily basis just to get this right. Goodness gracious. Sweet balls of fire. It's fine. I put in the hard work. It's worth it in the end. I might do some adjustments on this, but for the most part, it should be fine, I think. Well, yes, of course. It's gotta fit the model, doesn't it? Can't just be an old man, and clearly I'm not. You see these cheekbones, these big, gorgeous, luscious eyes? You think an old man could have this? Not a million years! Why, back in my day, oh. No, it's good, though. I'm glad it's working finally. We've all got it sorted, yes. Now the real question is whether or not it'll actually go away when I'm supposed to. Ooh, oh yes, of course. I will most likely wait until this current one is done, and then it will pop up afterwards, I believe. If I am not mistaken. Also, how long did I set this for? Oh. Well, you've gone and broken it. It's only supposed to be 60 seconds. Wait. Why did that do that? Oh, goodness. Oh, I know why. Didn't let it finish. You didn't let it finish, and now it's broken. Okay, hold on. This... Wait, yeah, no, this is an unlocked... lock command. Oh, wait, is my model swap an unlocked command? If that's the case, then I need it to not be an unlocked command. Hold on. Hold on. It's not an unlock command. Wait, how did you switch if it should have been locked? What the heck? What the heck? What's up, Ray? Welcome in. God, this command is so incredibly large. Takes forever to actually open up. Okay, wait, no, where is it? Oh, of course, I open up I need this one. I think, yeah. Do that. There we go. You used the redeem when it wasn't time! I said you should wait until the other one goes away, and what do? You immediately click it. No patience, this younger generation, my word. All right. I think because I technically did it through a test, it didn't actually go... Oh, no, that's right. I did do through a test. That's why I didn't do the wait. But it should work. It does work. All right. Oh, good. I was worried that the background wouldn't switch, but it does. Must be sated. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. 20 seconds delay. Brother, I've been spending like the last 15 minutes fixing shit. I've had like 10 seconds to actually speak and not be tinkering behind the scenes. How's it going, everybody, though? Today's been good. Today's been good. Well, it was good after work finished up. As I mentioned earlier, work was a pain in the ass. There was absolutely nothing to do. So we ended up having to do this project, which is very tedious and very tiresome and very boring. I did that for like 5.5 hours. No, it stayed dead. It was just satisfied in death. but it was still dead. I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe it is for you. There's no coming back. No amount of extra lives can save you from death by curiosity. It's too powerful. Back it off. It's getting too toasty in here. Oh yeah. Away with you. There we are. I don't know why it's getting toasty. Oh, it's probably because I had for dinner, I had a large, luscious bowl of chicken chunks, potatoes, and mixed vegetables with a little bit of hot sauce on top. Just a spritz. I haven't, Ray, I haven't received the hot sauce you sent me yet. It should be showing up tomorrow if the emails are B2 corrected, yes. Rather be old and unfulfilled. Die young and satisfied, or old and unfulfilled? Why not old and satisfied? I'd rather die old than satisfied. That's what I would rather be. So far, we're off to a good start. I'm rather satisfied with my situation. Had to hand in a performance development form, though, today, which I'm a little nervous about, because on it, I had to list some goals. Personal and professional goals for my job. And, you know, personal goals, that's pretty easy, you know? Do the best you can, get the work done, stay on top of stuff, easy peasy. Professional goals, not as easy for me, because I don't really care about moving up in the company at the moment. I'm quite happy with where I'm at. And I don't know, maybe it's okay. It's not very clear. The directions were kind of leaning towards, oh, you should be aiming for, you know, higher. It's like, but why though? I'm good. Why can't we just all be happy with where we're at? I don't know. My supervisor didn't pester me after I handed it in, so I know she looks it over. I imagine, at least in her brain, it's like, yeah, okay, this works. But maybe everything's okay, and I'm just overthinking it, as I usually do when it comes to work. Tough not to. But why though? Simple. They can give you more responsibilities. Ah, yes. Well, unfortunately, there's a problem with that. Because if everybody can do everything, then what's the point of anybody doing anything? Ah, that's right. Wait. Google Me shouldn't exist. Why? Wait, what happened? No, it should be off. It shouldn't be on at the moment. How did that get mixed up? I'm not entirely sure. That's disable. Oh, how did... Never mind. I figured out why. That was on enabled. It shouldn't have been. Sorry about that. Let me toss that away. Or let me refund you those points. No, it was just a box was ticked and it shouldn't have been. I don't know how it got ticked. I could have sworn I checked it to make sure it was off. I also tested it to make sure that they went away, too. Hell, mix it up. Hell, man. Maybe I clicked on it by accident at some point. Yes, but as a quick aside, the unfortunate business of making it so that all of my models are easily accessible. Oh, wait. Is a couple redeems had to go by the wayside. Um, I say a couple, but it's realistically only the Google one. So only the Google Redeem and Fang are the only ones that specifically are for the Inky models, because those ones are technically my primary ones now. All these other ones, which again are still, I put a lot of effort in to make them available, but the trade off is Google Me doesn't work on them anymore. So if you wanna see big old silly googly eyes on my face, it's gotta be the inky ones, or at least that was the idea. But clearly it was still a little borked. There's still a few things that needed to be changed. As in, there was a single button I needed to have clicked that it wasn't, but now it is. It should all be good now. Everything else works. Everything else is as it should be. But that's okay. That's okay. I think that's a pretty good sacrifice considering I don't know, the ease of transition. Just gotta update the Google Meet to have Goldie Googled or something. I mean, I guess I could, but Goldie's eyes are hidden behind that lovely sun hat. You know, it would be uncouth to slap them on. You know what I could do instead? I could put googly eyes on chat for these models. That'd be very easy because chat is stationary and doesn't really move that much. Just slap them on the mirror over there. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, no, I could definitely set that up. On the theater masks? Oh, like on my, what's it? Oh, that would be so tiny though. It wouldn't be worth it. It'd be microscopic. That's the other thing too. Goldie up there, right? Like, is pretty small just in terms of scale. So I'm not gonna put two like enormous googly eyes on her because then you'd just be looking at the googly eyes. It would take up the entirety of her face. You know, same with the masks. I think like they'd be so small you couldn't really see them anyway. But chat, you guys, oh, you're nice and plump and ready to be Googled. Yes. Plus, you know, Google Me, that could be taken either way. Just make the entire screen. Just put two giant googly eyes in the middle of the screen. They don't do anything. They just sit there. I don't know. That might not be as fun. It's when you put them on stuff that doesn't normally have eyes or what have you. You know, like in Everything Everywhere All at Once. That one scene with the rocks. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The one scene with the rocks is 10,000 times funnier because of the googly eyes. God, I love that movie. That's such a good movie. We should watch that movie in the Discord sometime. Maybe we do that this weekend because I'm kind of in the mood, and I don't have D&D this Sunday. We could make Saturday night. No, because it would be a night one. Saturday's gonna have to be another later like an evening stream. This week. So not in the AM, but it will most likely be, I mean, it'll be a little earlier than tonight. It may be like 4:35. I mean, that being said, it's not like that much earlier. But then maybe we do something in the Discord that's like kind of early on Sunday. Having everything, everywhere, all at once. Watch along. Movie day. This is a really good movie, and I haven't seen it in a while, and I kind of want to now. Now that I've brought it up. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see, it's Tuesday. That's enough time, right? That's enough notice. My incredibly impromptu this week and the start of next is hella busy for you. Myself included. 3 birthdays in your right family. Oh damn. Well, have a wonderful triple threat birthdaying. Are you just like celebrating them all at the same time, or are you actually like doing it day by day kind of thing? Which I suppose is fair. Everybody deserves their own special day, I think. I feel like it is kind of like, I don't know. I understand like, oh, you know, we might as well because of efficiency, but at the same time, you know, people who are born like close to Christmas and then their family just celebrates both at the same time. It's kind of a cheat. It's kind of a robbing of a special holiday, one way or the other, right? So it's like you're robbing the magic of Christmas or the wonders of your birth, sort of thing. So it is kind of a shame. I do feel that if I ever had kids, not that I'm saying that I would, because I don't really want them, and I have no intention on siring anyone, but I would definitely, if they were born close to Christmas, it would be 2 separate things. We would celebrate their birthday, and then we would celebrate Christmas, or vice versa, depending on how, you know, time worked out. Literally 3 of us were born between the 20th and the 30th of April. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I mean, that's close enough. 10 days spread between 3 people to just kind of smush them all into one weekend, just to get all 3 celebrated at once. You could do that easily. Just like yeah, the weekend of the 26th, so this coming weekend. Just for convenience. But again, it's a shame. Shame. Sort of. I guess it depends. Depends on who you are. I would feel kind of cheated. Just a little bit. Be like, oh, but everybody gets 2 days. Now, see, it's either that or you get like double the gifts. You know, double the fanfare. Bigger cake. But again, that's only for like Christmas. I don't know how it is about a shared party between people. Luckily, I never. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. One of my best friends was born just 2 days before myself. But we usually did do separate stuff. Like he would host a party, and then I would have my own party like at a different time. Man, those were good times back in the day. Staying up late, playing GameCube games into the wee hours of the night, eating pizza. Ah, good times. Was it GameCube? Yeah, it was GameCube. It was about that era. GameCube or like the Xbox. Mine isn't until Tuesday, so you'll probably be too tired to celebrate anything again. Ah, where's your celebratory spirit, my dude? That's the perfect time to, you know, just to like if you're the last, if you're like the last birthday, right? Then that's the optimal time to just like like that is your day. Like I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna do stuff for me, you know. That is the opportune time to celebrate. If you're the last one, if you're in the middle, it's a little bit more. Or if you're the first one, the free cake and money is your celebratory spirit. Ah, come on, you could do better than that. Go out to dinner, have a nice takeaway or something. Buy something fun. That's what it's all about. Spend the money. Get the money, then spend it immediately on something fun. Depending on how much it is, I guess. If it's like a lot, maybe save some of it. Probably for the better, but you know. It's your money. You do what you want with it. Ah. Oh. But either way, hope you have a good time. Hang out with the family. Celebrating birthdays. We'll be chilling. We'll be chilling. As per the usual. Like tonight, although we are playing Scarlet Hollow tonight, which arguably is a game that doesn't have as much chill. And that's okay. That's okay. We like a little drama every now and again, right? Drama's the spice of life, apparently. So I could do without some of it. Some of it. Some of it. I do enjoy some dramatical animes. We're still keeping up with it too, by the way. I've added a few more to the list. I think I'm pretty much watching like almost everything that's coming out on Crunchyroll right now. Almost everything. There's maybe like 7 or 8 shows that I'm not following too horribly closely. But since last we chatted, I think I've added like another 3 shows. Oh, I haven't started one of them. I haven't started Food for the Soul yet. I need to catch up on that. We are keeping up. We're keeping up with it. And I intend to stay that way. Oh. Right, and I gotta start up the new Gundam. There's a new Gundam! Food for the Soul, what's that about? It's cute girls in college making food. That is the best description that I can give you. It's one of those. It's one of those moe anime. Very comfort. It's comfort anime for me. Slice of life. Oh, 100%. 100%. There's a good few of those this season. Food for the Soul is pretty good slice of life. I mean, Anne Shirley is, I guess, technically slice of life, but at the same time, it's also sort of drama-y. I would say, well, actually, Ooh, Mono. Mono's kind of slice of life. That's another cute girls doing cute things anime that I am absolutely loving. Very laid back camp energy. Good stuff. Ooh, Witch Watch is good too. That's more comedy slice of life, but with like magic. Maybe not as normal slice of life, but you know, it do be good. We got a good mix, you know. We have a handful of slice of life. We have a handful of action. We have a few drama in there. We rotate. We rotate. Is that a manga? I don't know if it was a manga or not. I would think so. I wish I remembered what I said about it, what it was based off of. Get up real quick. Source. Yeah, it's a manga. Is in fact a manga. Written and illustrated by Kenta Shinohara. Began serialization in Weekly Shonen Jump February 7th, 2021. It's been coming out for a while now. They've just started making the anime just a few weeks ago. Looks like there are 21 volumes of the manga currently. So there is plenty of content to pull from. But I think there's only 3 episodes out currently of the anime. It's been good. It's been a fun watch. Very chill. Heck yeah. I'm really digging Fire Force and My Hero, though. My Hero Academia Vigilantes is, oh, it's so good. It's so spicy. Ooh, some more assorted fudge and chicken nuggies. Double the sweet tea. Man, Ray, you are swimming in it tonight. That's a pretty solid assortment of food. With a nice beverage to go with it. That's what you're drinking right now? Let's go. Oh man, I meant to whip up one of my teas before we started stream today, but I kind of forgot to do that. That's okay. We'll do it tomorrow. Tonight we're playing Scarlet Hollow, so no calming tea tonight. Tonight is I need a tense tea, which doesn't exist because tea is generally supposed to calm you down. I don't know. Is there a tensing tea? Is there a tea out there that like makes you more anxious? I kind of hope not, but you never know, I guess. I wouldn't know. I think most of the teas that we get in the what is it? The snack box are very, very soft, soothing teas. Very low caffeine sort of dealio. Honestly, probably, right? Like, I can't outrightly be like, no, that couldn't possibly exist. But then, because like, they're plants. Tea is just plants, and I know there's an innumerable amount of herbs out there that could most definitely probably induce a little bit of anxiety. Whether or not somebody has decided to make that into a tea, I guess is yet to be seen, but I wouldn't put it past someone for of maybe even at least attempting it. No. I don't know why, but you'll never know. People are weird. People are very strange. When you're a stranger. Okay, nope. Karaoke stream. We're not singing. Not yet. I haven't done a karaoke stream in a hot minute either. Man. We could do that Saturday. No. Do we want to do that Saturday night? I feel like that's more of a day thing. Maybe not this coming weekend, but maybe next weekend. Be in the mood for it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Could be fun. What's coming up this weekend anyway? I guess it's almost the end of the month. And then next month, next month I go on my trip. Tea that makes you more anxious probably isn't a selling point. But what is anxiety past your brain going crazy overthinking? Teas that can make you think more rapidly or heighten senses likely do exist. Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, there are already, I know like supplements that do that exact thing out there. Try to improve brain activity. I see them all over the place. So what is it, like Alpha Brain, I think is one. That's pretty popular, or it was. I don't know if anybody uses it anymore. I haven't really seen it advertised all that much. But I remember back in the Rooster Teeth days, that was a big one. That was one of their sponsors, if I'm not mistaken. Alpha Brain. Oh, wild times back then. I heard they're coming back soon, though I'm not entirely sure when that's. But I haven't looked into it really. The whole Rooster Teeth thing. Not since. When did I stop really paying attention to them? I feel like it was like right before COVID. Maybe even before then. I kind of stopped paying. No, it was definitely before then. Volume 5 of Ruby, whenever that was. When was that? When did Volume 5 of Ruby come out? Ruby Volume 5 release date. $2017. Wow, really? It's been that long? Sheesh. 2017. Yeah, after Volume 5, I don't know. I just stopped watching anything related to Rooster Teeth. I just moved on. I don't know. I started watching other content, you know? Stuff was happening. And then COVID came out and VTubers and streaming and all that. And that was my focus for a long ass time. And now we're kind of going back to just I don't know, watching whatever, right? Back into the anime trenches I go. Playing games. I've been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter every now and again on the side. Trying to get them gold crowns. That's basically my next goal. Just going out, looking at all the monsters in my binoculars, which I found out actually tells you how big they are, which is kind of nice. And if it's like a gold crown, one way or the other, if it's the biggest or the smallest. Very nice quality of life change. I mean, I wish you could tell just based off the map, because that would be a very easy, like, okay, there's one over there. But hey, at least it saves you the time of like not actually having to hunt it if it's not the proper crown, if it's not big enough or small enough. They sure did make things easier in Wild. Oh, they added so much just nice quality of life things. But at the same time, there is a lot of like, if you're looking for something very specific, you gotta pop under the tent and rest like maybe half a dozen, God knows how many times to get it just the once. And then if you want it, more of that, then you just gotta rinse, repeat, which I suppose could be kind of obnoxious to some people. I don't know. I'm more of the just go out and hunt whatever is in my vicinity at the time kind of guy. And at the moment, I think we can safely nab all the achievements for Wilds, at least for now, until they release like a big DLC and add a bunch of other stuff, and then inevitably add more achievements, which is whatever, but whatever happens, happens, That probably won't be for a hot minute. The game just came out. They're probably gonna let it cook for at least a year, right, before a big DLC comes out. I would think. When did Iceborne come out? At least for the PC. Didn't it come out sooner? Or I want to say consoles. I feel like for World, all the stuff got released to consoles sooner than it did for the PC. Pretty sad if such a hyped game just kind of dies off. I don't think it'll die off. I think a lot of people will still keep playing it. I think they just got to keep releasing stuff, because I think the arch-tempered. I think they just put out an arc-tempered monster today. It's either today or this week. I thought it was the 22nd. I don't remember. Okay, so Iceborne came out in expansion pack that was published in 2018. When did World come out, though? Wait, also 2018. Wait, huh? Google, why are you lying to me? Was that meant to... Wait. Oh, 2019. I was gonna say, I was like, surely it didn't come out the same year. Ain't no way, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying, Google. Why you do this to me? Wait. Oh, wait. I just read it wrong. Yeah, 2018 was World, and then a little later it was like, oh, but it got released in 2019. Dang it, Wikipedia, why you gotta word it that way? Fuck's sake, man. Oh, but it didn't come out for Windows until 2020. Sheesh. When did World come out for Windows? Okay, World didn't take as long to get to Windows. It released for PlayStation Xbox in January of 2018, but then Windows came out in August, so we didn't have to wait as long. Equally, Sunbreak came out a year after Rise. Yeah, so it's looking likely that if they do release a big expansion for the game, it'll probably be another year. It just came out in February. It's only been a few months. Or at the very soonest, probably like very late this year. I think for now they're just gonna keep releasing like new little sprinkles of content just to keep people coming back and doing stuff. Like the Title 1 update. They added back one of they added back a monster that you could only fight the once, which was sick. That's actually a really fun fight. And then the Mitsuzune, brand new monster that hasn't been seen before in Monster Hunter Wilds. I know I'm pretty sure it's technically an old monster, but it's a new monster to the game. And then just recently, either today or I think maybe sometime this week, Arc-Tempered Grey Dow is coming. And speaking of new games, though, something that I was very kind of surprised to see that I feel like came out of nowhere and no one was talking about. Oblivion got remastered. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, the classic Elder Scrolls game. And it was released today. I was scrolling through, I think, YouTube today, and I saw like, oh, it's today, it's out. And then I some other friends that stream earlier today were actually streaming it, and I was like, oh shit, that game was a classic back in the day. I used to play. Well, I didn't play it all the way through. I played it a very small amounts because my friend owned it. My friend owned the original, so a couple times when we were chilling, hanging out, we would load up a save, and I would dick around in it. I don't know like the story or anything, but I do know that it was a pretty decent game for back in the day. You knew it was coming out, but you didn't expect it this fast. Yeah, I did see a couple videos saying like they were questioning like the release schedule, like why now, like why not wait just a little bit like longer or for like a big event. But I think some of the guys, I think they were saying more like, oh, but you know, this game is also coming out then, so why not now, you know? No time like the present. Ooh, excuse me. But from what I can tell, it is a combination of Bethesda's like original game and Unreal Engine 5. It's a merging of the two. Is what I've heard. And they also apparently they recorded a bunch more dialogue and stuff for the remastered, which is pretty cool. At least for NPCs. I don't know if they changed any of the like main dialogue, or like the main characters or the main story. I think maybe it was just NPCs, but even so, that's pretty good dedication. I don't know if I'll ever play it though, because again, it wasn't a game I really grew up with, so I don't really have any real attachment to it. And oh god, I already have like a bamillion games on my list that I gotta get through. You curious to see what's happening with Skyblivion? Skyblivion. Oh, is that like? Is like a Skyrim game that I don't know about? Not that I really am paying attention to Skyrim, because again, that's another game that I didn't really get into back when it was like peak. So what is going on with your internet tonight? I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, you know. The internet is a fickle mistress. It does what she wants. And when she wants it. You never know. It could be your ISP too. Those sneaky bastards. Doing all sorts of who's what's it with your speeds. Squeak out that little extra little bit of money from you. Like, they're not gonna notice if they're going like 50 megabytes slower, right? Or 100, or whatever. Is a fan project that's been in the make since 2012. Understand, is basically bringing Oblivion into current gen quality. Oh. I mean, considering they literally just released a remaster of Oblivion, I would imagine that if a fan game came out, it would probably be to put the kibosh on. Just legally speaking, I don't know if they would allow that sort of thing. Or at least they would do their darndest to bury it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're like, you know what, man, fuck it. But unlikely. Unlikely. You think so? But from what you've read, Bethesda is actually in support? Okay, that is kind of interesting. I wonder then, who has the stake in this newest Oblivion game then? Because while yes, if it's all well and good if Bethesda's in support of it, but you know, if I don't know the legality of it, like who actually owns Oblivion, or who has the rights to it, you know, because it could be another company that actually like manages it, and then they get the lawyers out, like if anything substantial comes in that's threatening. I don't know. I just don't know. But it's a possibility. And the second it gets released, it could just immediately be like, nope, put that away. Put that away. We've got this. Go play the remastered one that we've made. Sort of situation. Be funny if it didn't get released though, and you know nothing negative came about it. I think it'd probably be one of the first times that a fan project for like a very well-known game series, i.e. the Elder Scrolls game, was just totally okay with being in existence. We've heard it's very limited, but from what you're seeing, Bethesda actually gave the entire team working on the project free keys to the remaster. Oh, okay. That's pretty chill. But that also doesn't necessarily mean that it is going to, you know, be an okay thing. Free keys to the remaster isn't legally binding contract being like, yes, we sign off on you making the game. It's, hey, play the game that we made, and maybe I don't know. It could be seen as a bribe. Like, hey, stop doing that other thing. I'm just saying. Would be. Secret emails. Secret cease and desist. Look, we'll give you these keys if you stop making your other game. You can have the remaster that we made and tell us what you think. Sort of situation. I'm totally being devil's advocate here. You know, I don't know the situation at all. I'm just making up scenarios. So take it with a grain of salt. Or do the research. God forbid, actually read an article. Look it up. It's not something I particularly care about, so I'll leave it to whoever wants to actually pursue it, but you're assuming there's something going on behind the scenes. I hope not, though, since 2012, a 13-year project wasted. You fight that to the death. I mean, while yes, I would hope that they're at least attempting to maybe come to an agreement. You know, the copyright laws are there for a reason, right? And when you go into a project like attached to such a thing, you gotta know in advance, like, hey, there's a good chance that this is just gonna die, like at some point, and at a random point too. Like sometimes it's right off the bat, like the second that the company hears that something's going on, they're like, hey, no, stop that, like immediately. Other times they just let it happen. They just let it happen until it's like basically done, and then they be like, no, stop that. And it sucks when that happens. But it does happen. It does happen a lot. I think that's just something you gotta accept when you're making a game like that, or you're attempting a project like that. I know. I think one of the bigger ones is like Pokemon games or anything Nintendo related, right? Like, God knows how many people have tried to make like fan games for those IPs, and we all know what happens to those. It's tough for the big ones, the big AAA, the mainstream. Indie, it's a little easier. Like I know, what's it? Like Undertale has a couple fan-made games, and yeah, those are great, right? What's that? The one that I feel like a lot of people are talking about, like you're the Yellow Heart kid. I forget what that one's called. I've seen it like once. I love the story of Undertale, but I haven't really looked at anything outside of like just the game itself. So I don't know. Don't know. But what I do know is that it is time for a bit of Scarlet Hollow, I think. Why don't we go ahead and start the game? Oh, I need to get the content warnings for this current episode again. I honestly should just... You know what I should do? I should grab all the content warnings and just slap them in one of my secret channels of the Discord. I just have them forever, and I don't have to keep looking them up. You know, we'll get every episode. Heck it. You're gonna go... Where do I want to put you? Yeah, you can go there. Slap you there. Okay, so I think we're still technically in episode 2. I don't think we've started episode 3. Nintendo's Harsh Entity for sure. Yeah. Those ones are the really hard ones. Anyone who tries to do anything Nintendo related, it's like, good luck. Good fucking luck, like seriously. Alright, content warning for now. I think we're really close to being done, though, with episode 2. So this might change very quickly. Does episode 3 have anything different? Ooh, it is actually quite different. Oh, goodness. I'm kind of spoiling myself a little bit for some of the stuff that can happen. Okay, so here's the content warning. Why won't it let me pin this? God dang it. Why won't it let me pin you? Brother, Oh, there it goes. Manually. Alright, cool beans. You think Pokemon Uranium was a big example? 9 years down the drain? Yeah, that was it. That was a big one. The music go. Oh, okay, there it is. Goldie, to the main stage. Whoop. All right. Let's see if I can remember what happened last time. Last time we were here, we just escaped the mines, barely, with our lives. I forget what her name is, but one of the teenage girls that we were investigating, because we saw them go into the mines, the abandoned mines, I should say, with their other, I believe they're high school friends. Didn't quite make it out so unscathed. She was the only one that got hurt, foot crushed by a boulder. It was quite graphic. But we managed to get her medical attention. She got into an ambulance and was sent off to a hospital in a nearby town. So she should be okay. I will definitely stick with them and those teenagers for a long time, but something weird happened down in those mines. On that note, you best sleep. Try to force yourself to wake up at 7 a.m. Good luck. Have a great night's sleep. So we've seen... Oh, and we met up with Wayne again. Wayne is a recurring character. We saw him one night, very late in the evening. It was very spooky. He kind of came out of nowhere. And we saw him again, and he kind of looked like a zombie. And after questioning some people around the mines, we realized that Wayne was gone. A lot of people thought he was dead. Some people thought he left due to what is it? A relationship spat. Because apparently he was in a relationship with Tabitha, cousin. Very weird, but at the same time, it is what it is. Or I shouldn't say it was weird. I should say it's an interesting coincidence that we're seeing him. And he did say he's the only one that's truly trying to save us. I don't know if we can trust that, but I guess we'll see. So at the moment, we are now in the car going back to our ancestral home with Tabitha. Tabitha, understandably, being very annoyed at the whole situation because the accident happened on her watch in the mines, technically. So there was some legal responsibility. Let's see. You try to keep your eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what might lurk behind the tree line. You lied about Wayne. So, we're dating Sam Wayne. Wait, oh, you were... Why did I read that as so? You were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? Sorry about today. How you holding up? I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Or, why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? You and Kaneko really don't seem to get along. Poor Rosaline. Rosaline! That's what her name was. Rosaline and Oscar. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. Right in silence. God, I really want to do like a silence playthrough and see what happens. Do we press her? You lied about when? Hold on. Let me double check to see what else we said beforehand. Oh yeah, I wished Stella and Kanika goodbye. We'll see him tomorrow. Can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes. Tabitha doesn't say a word as a car cuts along the darkened road. Right. Okay. So basically, she dragged me into the car after everything was said and done. And we can feel her being super peeved. We could apologize. We could try to make up with her. I think we'll try to do that. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Sorry for apologizing. Am I talking too much? Fine, maybe I'm not sorry. Like, sorry for apologizing? Am I talking too much? Or, God, there's always a snarky answer. I feel like being snarky at this point, I will drop it. Drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixed on the road. You know what? We'll bring up Sam. We'll bring up Sam. We're dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? Ooh, she tensed up. Ooh, she didn't like that. I don't know what you've been told, but I'm not really in the mood to talk about whatever rumors people have been spreading about me. Not after tonight. Okay, you know what? That's fair. Ooh, okay. Poke into their relationship with Stella. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. A different person than whoever she thinks she knows. I'll mention Rosalie and Oscar. Should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like that when I was a teen. And I have Perlan to thank for that. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh. What am I telling you this for? Oh, are we bonding? Hey, yo. No, get those childhood troubles out. You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. I didn't read the rest of them, but you know what, it's fine. And about Perlan, for that matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it now. But I think I'd like that. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. Right, there are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Ooh, that's kind of like a double-edged sword there. Like, yeah, I am agreeing with you, but I'm also kind of pointing that blade at you a little bit. I will see how she takes it. Yeah, there were a lot of adults who could have done a better job tonight. Exactly. People aren't ready to be parents, shouldn't be parents. And clearly there are some parents who aren't ready. Take the librarian. There are tons of people more qualified to be a parent who can't even conceive. And here he is, having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do whatever the hell she wants. And look at where that got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's going to carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. Not fair. Be smart. Do you want kids? Seems like that struck a nerve. That is entirely out of line. What's wrong with you? Oscar's house is haunted, Tabitha. I don't think it's fair to pass judgment. Yeah, you're right. It isn't fair. Ooh. We got the skills, right? You want kids? Seems like that struck a nerve. Lots of people want kids. Okay, well, she didn't say no, so I'm gonna say, like, yeah. I am trying to get on better terms with her, so I don't think I wanna poke the bee's nest right now, this second. You can ask how she's holding up. How you holding up? Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it. Okay. She's not doing good. That much was very clear. But, you know, at least she told us, so we know for certain. We know for absolutely certain. Let's just ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. I may actually spend the night back at home. You once again cross the threshold to the estate, the musty stench of decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and rotten wood. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You could have... No, you should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Guess we turn in. We head up to the room and turn in. It's our only option. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. Head empty. Only dust and the screams of those things in the cave. The knocking. Actually, no, yeah, it's probably the knocking in the cave. That's what it is. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Nika sent a message to Stella. And you. Oh, Stella, you. Y'all. These are those things, right? Nika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time staring from a tree. Ugh. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there are more of them being here than the mine collapse. I guess there's more of them being here than the mine collapse. Oh, more to them being here. God. Just, I read over the two so many times. It's clearly there. I can read. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest's room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes as you stare down the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread bawling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable. You settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. Honestly, like, it's amazing that he's able to, like, feel tired at all. Well, actually, no. You can definitely feel tired, but actually getting to sleep is another thing. There's so many things going wrong right now. One, we're in a strange bed. Two, it's not a particularly comfy or well-kept bed, so that's definitely not helping. Three, we just had a very traumatic experience in an abandoned mine shaft, and in the previous night, we were being chased around in the woods by horrible monsters that we're now seeing even more pictures of. So that even amplifies the, oh, that wasn't just like a weird dream state. No, this is actually happening sort of situation. On top of meeting a potentially dead man. Wild. It's wild that we're able to get any meaningful rest at all. We do get rest. When you close your eyes, you see Ronan... Okay, well, there it is. There we are. Here's the trauma. Ha, I knew it. When you close your eyes, you see Rosaline's face, twisted in pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Yeah, how about no? How about no there? How about you just close? Just go back and close, you know? We should have propped this broom up or moved the desk in front of... Honestly. Oh, it's the fucking cat. How'd the cat get in here? Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Whoa. Is chapter 3? I think we're moving into chapter 3. The stairs. Whose perspective is this? Are we the cat? Down more stairs. Something in the basement. The Tommy Knockers. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Dang it, we could have just kept going. I had a feeling we were really close at the end of last session. That's okay, though. All right, moving on to episode 3, which means I need to update our content warning. Well, that's fine. We'll unpin that. No content warning. Before we proceed, we're just gonna toss that down there. We'll pin this. All right. So, for those of you who are still out there listening, please be aware of this new content warning, because there may be some other things here that may not be to your liking. So, if anything on this list is making you feel the ick when you think about it, I don't blame you if you mute the stream, close it down, do what you got to do. This is what we're diving into. If you'd like to continue with the world state in episode 3, please save your game now. I guess we'll just do that slot. Okay. Would you like to see the recap starting episode 3? Yes, but just a recap of episode 2. Yes, give a full recap. No, we don't need to see it. I basically gave you the recap before we started. Sunshine filters through the dusty windows of the estate. Your eyes flit open. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. Let's go! We're 2 nights in! 2 nights at Scarlet Hollow! Haha, the animatronics haven't gotten us yet. I say that, but is it me, or does this outline kind of look like the shape of a body? Over here, like there's the head, there are the shoulders, like there's a ghost just like chilling here or something. Oh, excuse me. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of Shaw mines still stuck to your skin. Oh, bro, we didn't take a shower before we went to bed? We went to bed all gross and mucky? I would have taken a quick shower, just a quick one at the very least. Start your day without showering? Nah, we're taking a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. Nice. As the steam fills your lungs, the soot washes down the drain. You think about Rosaline's shattered leg and the image of the foot barely still attached to her body. Scrub feverishly, trying to scrape the memories from your skin, as if they're a part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning. Worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne. Wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Well, I know we can definitely say that we've seen, quote-unquote, unseen him, like, at least twice. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this hellhole. And safe in your own bed. Ooh, I'm kind of curious to think about someone special. Or maybe we should ponder Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come still. I don't know. Maybe feverishly. I don't think that'll do anything. Let's think about Sybil's warning. Think about Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. You're done here. Oh. You're done here, you turn off the faucet, clean yourself. Wash away your sins. We showered. Let's go. We got an achievement for being clean. Yes, dude. You can't call me a stinky VTuber now. I have an achievement that says otherwise. Time to start your day. Look out the window. Check the closet. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Just text Stella. Just text Kanika. Ooh. Let's look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. A different you might have been taken away by this view, drifting into fantasies about how you might have tidied up and enjoyed tea by the fountain. But a lot has happened since you first arrived in town. Quick. Nobody lurking in the shadows, no eyeballs peeking out from somewhere. You turn back to the guest room. Check the closet. Oh, there's a creepy doll in the closet. I wish we did not check the closet. How long are you going to have slept in this room without realizing you shared a space with that doll? Hopefully it doesn't get up and move while you're not around. Pick it up? Hell not. We'll pick it up. We're not scared. You pick up and examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. You put it back and close the closet behind you. Interesting. Well, text Stella. You pull out your phone and text Stella. How you holding up? Want to hang out before Reese/ghost hunting? I miss your guest bed. Send a photo of the creepy mascot in the grungy basement. How you holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Kanika. Pull out your phone to text Kanika. How are things with Miles? Send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. Wait, what? How are things with Miles? Probably a bit. Message the group chat. I get to meet Reese today. Send a photo of a pained old man. Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. Y'all, I actually bonded with Tabitha last night. Oh my god. Wait, is that weird? Is that weird that I messaged them both something different, but then messaged them individually? That's probably weird, right? We'll keep it casual then. Can't wait to ghost bust tonight. Alright, let's head downstairs. Playing the field. Keeping your options open. What does that mean? And who are you? Wait, Tabitha, are you just spooning peanut butter? I mean, I've done that from time to time too. Come on, girl. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Oh, never mind. It's ice cream. You know what? That's valid. She isn't alone. Frofro glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Okay, yeah, I see you over there looking at me. Just the red-headed woman. Hello? Hi, I'm Zayden. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? Any updates on Rosaline? Hey, Tabitha, how is it going? Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? Or stare in silence. I kind of want to... maybe we can do both. You know, hi, I'm Zayden. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's nice to finally meet you, Zayden. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped in to the diner. Any? But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. Okay, I'm clearly about to get cut off here. I don't know why, Tabitha, you're being such a sourpuss in the morning. Maybe she's not a morning person. That's probably what it is. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is it's wonderful to finally meet You and happy to finally. Seth, let's go. Well done. You've claimed the VIP for today's stream. Well done. Well done. An hour and a half in, finally someone took the seat. You got two of the pieces, but they were in two separate snack rolls. Bummer. Hope you've been good, my dude. Those are all the snacks you get. You only get two. All I'm trying to say is it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm happy to be part of the family. It's here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's... Work 11 more shifts and then you're free. Damn. You got the number. You got the number. Anytime someone sneezes near you, you lose an hour of sleep. Oh, fuck. Well, actually, you know what? Honestly, that's fine. I'd take the $1 million. I don't really go out that much. Also, yeah, you know, I barely sleep enough as it is anyway, so whatever. That's fine. Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? Yeah, that's right. Glare at me all you want, but I could be snarky in the morning. I'll have no sass from you today. Well, I am a sassy Sam, so too bad. They apparently had to take that little girl's foot last night. Oh, shit. They couldn't save the foot. Oh, she lost her foot. We couldn't get her out completely unscathed. Oh, I'm a failure. If only I was stronger. My muscles failed me that evening. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. Yeah, well, okay, you know what? That's fair. I didn't know that, okay? I'm sorry. There is no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Oh my god. Why? But why, though? But why, though? Mephisto! Madness! Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container. Wow, she ate the whole container! Hot damn! Turning to you with her trademark scowl. Yep, that's a trademark scowl, alright. Let's get going. I have an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible has wound up happening. You're coming with me. Oh. She's making me go with her? Let's get going. Oh, no, never mind. That's just what she said already. Ooh, Butterfinger Bites pasta hot cocoa. Oh, damn. That was close. Donut, and the donut saved me. That donut saved my bacon. Hot dog and hot cocoa. Sheesh, whew, was too close. We had a hot tamales earlier tonight. Hold on, you can't just tell me Rosaline lost her foot and move on like nothing happened. Take her foot, Jesus, Tabitha. You're not mincing words. I'll be out of here in a couple minutes. Gotta wrap up my morning routine. Yay, cousin bonding time. All right, let's go. But I haven't had breakfast yet. You can't just take away my freedom like that. I don't need a babysitter. Remain silent. There was an explorer. There was an explorer. Okay. You're gonna burn the donut. Hot donut it is. Well, you have a... yeah, microwave the donut instead. How about? There you go. That's a much more constructive thing to microwave. We'll do the top one. Hold on, you can't just tell me that Rosaline lost her foot and move on like nothing's happened. The dice have spoken. All the dice have actually said is that if you wanted to, you would succeed. But that doesn't mean you have to. There's still the choice there. Just because something terrible happened to somebody, it doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. Your Honor, it's not my fault the dice have spoken. It is, though! It is! You rolled those dice. How do I know that you hadn't cheated them? How do I know they're not loaded dice? I can't say for certain. They're just there. There could be sorcery enacted. You could have hacked the dice, actually, because they are digital dice. That would make more sense. Life has to go on. And let me assure you that what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now, shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt for something I personally begged you not to do? But I haven't had breakfast. Alright, let's go. Great. Danny, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. Oh, she's cute. As you ready to leave. Okay, I feel like there's something missing there, but that's fine. Jenny approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Zayden, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. How did you hear about it? How did Tabitha hear about it? Is there like a newsletter somewhere that I am not aware of? And I love how the cat is still visible, just like glaring daggers at me as a cat would. Classic cat. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosaline. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Thanks. Last night was a lot. You should get out of town. Why do you clean this place? I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, if you've got time. Oh, interesting. Sorry, Tabitha's so mean to you. Have you seen any weird creatures around town? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Ooh, I don't think that if I bring up Wayne here... Tabitha is going to, like, have a conniption if I bring up Wayne here. I just know it. Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate? It has been nice to meeting you, but I've got to bounce. Tabitha's foot tapping is driving me insane. Bye. I should go. Turn and leave. Okay. We could maybe chat. I don't know. I'd love to chat. I'd hate to interrupt your work. How we use the street smart. I'd love to chat, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm down for another few days, though, if you've got time. Of course. Feel free to swing by the church any old time. Daniel and I are always there. Except when I'm working, of course. But Daniel's usually there, regardless. Alright, let's go. Bye, Jenny. Be safe out there, you two. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than making conversation. Of course, why would she be? Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are you doing at the general store? Shouldn't we be solving the mystery right now? After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Honestly, that would probably be a valid thought. You know, the first day, we wander off into the woods with a stranger. Well, we get to know them pretty well. Stella's pretty chill. I really like Stella as a character. Get chased around by monsters. The next day... we almost get crushed to death by boulders in a mine. So, yeah, starting off the day with something mundane is probably a good thing. But what are we doing here? I gotta know. I'm a curious bitch. What are we doing in the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, I gotcha. Picking up tea. Wink, wink. Oh, neat. What kind of tea? Nods sagely. What kind of tea? I don't know, the kind Sybil makes. Makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it's called. Quit interrogating me. about tea blends. Jeez, I'm just curious. What kind of teas you like? You know, I'm a whatchamacallit, a matcha man myself. You know, I like the green teas. Give me some of that like burnt wheat. Actually, I still have some teas right here. Hold on, let me see. Ooh, that yuzu tea was really good too, actually. I don't know if that's my favorite, but it was pretty good. Which one was it? Oh, this one. This is my Hokkaido brown rice and Shizuoka green tea. This one was really good. I might make some later tonight, honestly. That one was really good. I think... What was this one? This Iemon cha. I think this one was pretty good. Oh, wait, this one. This one. The one from the Lunar Festival. The Tsukimi Ryokucha. That was some good tea. That was some really good tea. The hibiscus tea from the other night was really good too. Let's just go with the errand one. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Powerful build. True strength is not being afraid to show you when you're struggling. Power build, yes. True strength comes from being able to crush your emotions into a tiny ball. Why do I have so many? Oh, I have a bunch for both. Okay. Or the third powerful build. You cannot get stronger if you do not fight. Street smart. I'm surprised to see her let loose like that. I'm glad she's finally let loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. Or the general, poor Kanika, really going through it, huh? Yeah, I've never been one for public displays like that. I think it's healthy to express yourself. Good for her, honestly. I would be losing it if Miles was my brother. Would I be losing it? Not really. Honestly, I'd probably just be like, you know what? I don't care. You know, if he's going to be irresponsible, he's going to be irresponsible. It's not up to me. You know, I could put in my 2 cents. I could make my disapproval known, but at the end of the day, he's going to do what he's going to do. I hope there weren't any customers in there. Say nothing. Ooh. Kind of want to do one of the power build ones. Show when you're struggling. Although I also like the street smart ones. Dang it. Finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. Yeah, we'll go with that one. She's been so measured since I've met her. Maybe her family will finally stop taking advantage of her. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them, not because she's normally measured and composed. A display like that means nothing if she's still here next year, and yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind her here. I think you're only just saying that because you want to leave. Ooh, yes. So why are you still here? Haven't we been over this already? I have responsibilities. If I'm not here, if I don't do my job, all of these lives are effectively over. Come on already. Let's go. Somebody else can run the mines, Tabitha. You're not the only person here who can be responsible for them. Yes, maybe they've been in the family for, you know, generations, but that doesn't mean they need to stay that way. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Aiden, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and me will just be a minute. Picking up some of the devil's letters, Tabitha. Oh, I see what we're getting at here. Is Kanika okay? Sounds like your daughter's pretty mad at you, Sybil. Can I go with you? I like the tea room. I'm afraid of Miles. What if he makes fun of me for being old again? Oh, my heart just couldn't take it. Can I have some tea? Remain silent. I thought I was broke. If this tea is the tea that we're thinking of, or is the tea that is being insinuated here, then I don't think I had the money for that. I barely had the money for like a coffee this morning. Or not this morning, yesterday morning. I do kind of want, I like the street, fuck it, we'll do the street smart one. Gotta fit up the old stash, huh, Tabby? Gotta get your prescriptions filled, so to speak. Pick up some of the devil's lettuce. What are you talking about? Zayden is implying you're here to buy marijuana, dear. What? You think I'm kind of stoner? You know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. Sybil motions to Tabitha. I like how Sybil knows exactly what we're talking about. And Tabitha's just like, what? What are you talking about? As they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Ooh. Try and listen in. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. The walls of the tea room are surprisingly thick, so you can only make out snippets of conversation. I know it's longer, short notice. Aren't easy to come by. They're enough. Just fine. Make sure this is all. Not keeping it. Only have one. Plenty of times. Your listening session is halted by the tinkling of bells, announcing another patron. Oh, it's Duke. And I don't think we've met this fine, young, strapping lad who looks equally, if not slightly less strong than myself. Or in this case, another two patrons. Well. Powerful build. You've never seen a man besides Duke before, but whoever he is, he's big. If it ain't Zayden. Oh, this is Miss Scarlet's younger cousin. He was here with Stella that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all this unpleasantness. How's Birdie doing? She's hanging in there. We managed to cut out the little critter out of her and stitch her back up. But she ain't happy about her situation. We got her set up in the closet with a heat lamp. Been trying to feed her all her favorite foods, scrambled eggs and whatnot. But she hasn't been too interested. Wait, was that Duke who was talking? Oh, that was Bo. Oops, my bad. Hello, Nocturne. Welcome. Where was I? Oh, yeah. At least she's not out in them woods. Things gotten worse? Nice seeing you, Duke. How have you been hanging in there? I'll leave you to it. How have they gotten any worse? I'm curious. I did hear whispers about what happened up in the mines last night. So sorry to hear about poor little Rosalie. Man, everybody hears. They say whispers, but I'm convinced that there's some sort of like town crier or something that just knows these things. I don't know. Maybe there's a bulletin board. There's gotta be some sort of chat room, right? maybe Miles is like posting Instagram stories or something, and then just everybody is on it. I don't know. Because he was there. Exactly. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem. How have you been? Hanging in there? Oh, I can't complain. Now that we know what's been getting out of chickens, them things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. Yeah, okay. That would do it. We've set the missus up with her pistol. Oh, they got the missus. Oh no. They're really strapping then. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. Who the heck is Julius? As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd love to see him try. 2,000-pound pumpkin? Okay. They were talking about a pumpkin? Big Betty? I thought that would be a chicken. Like just a really big chicken. Holy cow, 2,000 pounds. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now she's good for us making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for Big Betty's size pie, Daddy. Who's Julius? Julius Termine. He practically spits the name. Ooh, okay. Maybe struck a nerve with this one. This person is clearly some sort of rival, or I don't know, maybe like a fellow farmer. Some cousin, however many times removed, though I don't claim he's my kin. He owns the farm next to ours. Ah, there it is. Except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on the whole property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land. Always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Okay. One of them. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him. Says he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss. He knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor. Probably the only joy he has in life. Big Betty is a pumpkin? Those things we saw on Monday are called ditchlings, and they're a bad omen. Yeah, we'll tell him about that. He deserves to know. Ditchlings. Sounds like some old folk tale. Suppose this suits him. As for it being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not so much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster. Besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Zayden. Well, if you can be better prepared, I suppose I've done my job. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Yeah, we saw a few of those critters. They got scared off before we could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. Even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them away. That's true. Get a big old dog. I feel like that's what a lot of farmers do nowadays, is they just have a really well-trained, just like enormous dog. Just like, they can just like post up outside. Now don't start that again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed. And as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it would be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith in those things would be stopped by a dog. Duke, please, you need a big dog. He needs a big dog. This man just has the face of like a big dog owner. I saw more than a few in that nest. I guess that's fair though. I guess we did see a few doggos in the weird spirally circle of the ditchlings. So maybe in this one specific instance, I think that's a fair point. All right, nice seeing you, Duke. Pleasure running into you too, Zayden. We best be getting our shopping done. Can't spend too long away from the farm with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there very long. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hall treats you better from now on. It's nice meeting you, Zayden. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. They shuffle off to the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at the library after, and figure out a plan? And then it buzzes again. Hey again, if you want to come over for breakfast, I'd honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody's a bit... We are blowing up! So popular today. Sliding into the DMs, are we? Winky smiley face. Listen! If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You've plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Go after Kanika, swing by Stella's, check on Oscar, go to the diner and see Avery, wait for Tabitha. Do we ditch Tabitha again? Oh, I kind of feel bad doing that again. But at the same time, she kind of, not the most pleasant person to be around. Ooh. Okay, so we have the option to go hang out with Kanika. We can chill with Stella again. I wonder if there is like a dating option in this game. Like at the end of all things, do we get into like a relationship with one of these characters? I kind of get the feeling that could be a possibility, but at the same time, maybe it just means that whoever we're going for is just guaranteed to die, because I could totally see that happening with this game. Knowing Black Tabby Games and their mischief. I think it's time we ditch Tabitha again and go hang out with Stella, because originally I was saying we should just go for Stella all the way, because I like Stella. Stella's pretty chill. Stella's nice. Swing by Stella's. Bye, Tabitha! It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Yell, "Hi, Stella!" We'll knock on the door. We'll be nice. We'll politely knock on the door. There's no answer, you knock again. Louder this time. Your renewed effort is immediately met by the sound of an excited Gretchen. Yes, with the dog! We love the dog! An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Yo, girl, what up? I'm here for the dog, actually. Because look at this face. It's so cute! Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting ready, and I'll make some breakfast. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. Oh, she has like a cat sponge holder. Oh, that's so adorable. I love that. All right, let's get a quick peruse of the kitchen. Couple cutting boards, yes, of course. The knife block, very good. A healthily stocked spice rack. Another beautiful portrait of this angel of a pooch, Gretchen, in the kitchen. Very nice. A flat top. Ooh, is that actually... I don't know if that's actually like a stovetop. Is it just the oven then? That's kind of unfortunate. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like a skillet. That'd be kind of badass. She does have oil here. That would make sense if this is just like a flat top stovetop. Oh, that'd actually be really cool. I can't really see the side over here, so there could be buttons. There could be buttons or something. I guess we'll see. Anyway, what are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble. Oh, I could kill for some pancakes. I also have toaster waffles, if those are more your speed. All those options sound incredible. It's like you know the way to my heart. Offering biscuits after I've had one of Winnie's? Someone's got a secret family recipe, huh? Stella is great. Stella is fantastic. I love Stella. I'm a pancake guy. Biscuits, please. Can't go wrong with the scramble. Don't trouble yourself. Toaster waffle is fine. Can you pick something for me? I don't want to be a burden of free will. Oh, I don't want the burden of free will. Oh, God. We go with everything. Because we're big and strong. All of those options sound incredible. It's like you know the way to my heart. What can I say? Great minds think alike. Does she have a secret family recipe, maybe? Perhaps? Question mark? Maybe. I have never said they're as good as Winnie's, but I've certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, a good biscuit, generally speaking, isn't too difficult to make. It just depends on, like, how much, like, fat you put in. And I guess what kind. The biscuit recipe that I usually like to make at home requires Crisco. I think it's like a cup of Crisco and a bunch of flour, and you fold the Crisco into the flour, and then you add the wet ingredients like milk and stuff. They're quite fluffy and delicious. All right. Oh, I do actually have to pick one of them. I can't have all three. But what if I want all three? Let's go with the pancakes. I did say I'm a pancake guy. Excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. Let's go making bacon pancakes. Oh, look at the fit. She is in proper ghost hunting attire for later tonight. Perfect. All right, let's get started. I can flirt? Oh shit, maybe we do get in a relationship later. That's a cute jumpsuit. This is the first flirt option I've seen. Ooh, my, we are actually getting somewhere. Yes. That is a cute jumpsuit. Oh, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. Oh, yes. Yes. I love it. It's great. This used to be my lucky getup from way back when I did ghost hunting videos. So I guess you might call it unlucky since you never actually got to see any ghosts. Hey, you know, it just means that we haven't gotten the right ghost yet. Ghosts aren't the only thing in the air. But hey, after the last couple nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. Is that the thing that we want? I feel like we've been having an awful lot of bad luck lately. I don't know if we want more bad luck. Or the kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Oh, okay. I see. So the opposite of bad, the good luck and of us actually finding stuff. We want the bad luck of not finding stuff because we actually want. Okay, you're trying to reverse psychology, the paranormal activity that we're experiencing. Got it. You know what? That's valid. Can we start food? I'm starving. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, it is just a flat top stove. That's actually really cool. Pancakes are pretty easy. The real challenge is not burning them. And not undercooking them. Ooh, true. Soggy pancakes are the worst. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix in the wet. Getting a good balance of ingredients can be kind of tricky too. If you put too much wet in and then they're like super thin pancakes, and those, well, can be fine in their own right. Generally, I'm a thick pancake kind of guy. I like them at least like a 1/4 inch. That gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. Yeah, you gotta have like a little girth to your pancake. Otherwise, it's just like a crepe. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when I think pancake, it's gotta be thick. Actually, can I have an egg too? Have fun with that. Not a fan of eggs. Ew, eggs are gross. Eggs are delicious. I would never say that. We'll ask for an egg as well. We gotta keep up the muscles. We're the power build. We need our protein. Of course, the more the merrier. Let's go. Eggs and so right though. So right though. I'm sorry we're asking for an egg in this economy. That's like $1 an egg. Actually, I think they're more than. Let's see. I haven't checked eggs recently, But a couple weeks ago, I think my roommate said it was like $18 for like a 12, like a dozen eggs. Just like, ugh! My heart. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Those are from the normal grocery store. I think the Costco eggs are still pretty decently priced. But the general grocer, they get pretty up there. Anyway, seems like we got an earlier start than I did. Give critical fail. Asa. welcome. I don't know what to tell you, but that 9 definitely did not fail. It's not particularly good, but it's better than failing. Although I guess you wanted it to fail, so yeah, maybe get some good snacks. Wonka bar. Oh, close. You could have been the 4th. You could have been the 4th. That's okay. Rose proficiency check for pancake cooking. Ooh, all right, Nocturne, you are very proficient at pancakes. Let's go. Anything interesting happen while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? Bruh, Tabby is always giving me a hard time. Only 1 burned pancakey? No, not with a 19. 19, bruh, those pancakes are golden brown to perfection. Perfectly fluffy, the right level of density. And have you heard anything from Oscar? Ooh, right. I guess she hasn't heard that, the foot was gone. I'd rather not talk about last night. I haven't talked to Oscar, but apparently they had to amputate Rosalina's foot. We'll get to that. Let's maybe start off with something not so grim. The first pan is always a bit crunchy, right? It can be. That just means you didn't mix it well enough. I think. You gotta get that whisk. You gotta whisk it. You gotta whisk it good. Oh, thanks for the chocolate. I appreciate it. Although, I guess it depends on the mix too. I have had, I've tried a bunch of different pancake mixes, and some of them definitely don't mix as well as others. I don't think I've made a pancake from scratch in a hot minute. I usually go with a mix. I'm currently I have a big old box of protein pancakes from Costco. They're pretty good. I will say. I definitely recommend them with milk though. I've tried with milk, I've tried with water, and water is passable. But milk is 100% the way to go. Let's talk about Duke and Bo. Oh yeah? How are they doing? Have they run any more ditchlings? Seems like they're doing okay. Yeah, a few. Sounds like they've been fending them off so far. Looks like they're canceling their trip to the state fair. Oh. We'll do the middle one. Things are getting worse, aren't they? Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I managed to slip off while she was picking up tea. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here too. Tabitha is, she may be related to me, but she is a grouch puss to the Maximus. And you know what? In these trying times, I need this right here. This little bean. Stella is also, you can't go wrong with Stella. Stella's great too. But this right here, yeah, we love Gretchen. Gretchen's great. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monster of the day. These times need to be less trying. Oh, I fear that they are going to become more trying, Asa, as the week goes on. I've been here not but 2 days, and I've already run into possibly a ghost. Creatures of bad omen that like to infest themselves in other animals and arrange their corpses in a spiral pattern out in the woods, and nearly crushed to death in the mines. That's 3 potentially horrifying incidences, all in the span of 2 days. It's great. It's not good. God forbid a demon have hobbies. Right? Maybe they take a break. You know, maybe whatever's plaguing us in this town, you've done good so far. You know, you've definitely gotten us panicked. Maybe take the next 2 days off. I think that's only fair, right? You know, go work in the garden. Go pick some flowers. I don't know. All right, we'll tell her. This is probably not the best table conversation, but I think she needs to know. The color drains from Stella's face. Oh, no. I'm sorry, but you deserve to know. Stella stands in silence for a moment before perking up. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can even do. But cleansing this house of its spiritual residents will probably be helpful too. Yes! Dealing with the ghost! Oh god, dealing with the ghost. Honestly, at first I was like, it's probably nothing, but after the events of the past few days, it's probably something. Hope you haven't forgotten about our ghost hunting plans this evening. Did you not see my other text message to the group chat where I was like, yeah, ghost hunting tonight, woo! How are you still so positive after everything that's happened? Tonight's hunt. Now we can explore. Different people cope different ways. I know there's nothing I can do about the situation, so I try not to think about it. If I did, I might sink into a pit of despair, and then I'd just be useless. But if I tuck it all away, I can be there for the people who need me. Okay, the fact that Gretchen, like, turned to me at that moment to stare her adorable little dog eyes into my soul. Like the way you've been here for folks this week. Street smart. Stella may not be lying to you with these words, but she's lying to herself. That's fair. That is honestly not, like, a bad way to look at it. Like, it happened. Try to move on. But I think the way she said it, nothing I can do, so you just try not to think about it. I think that's the bad part. That part there. Try not to think about it. I think thinking about it is fine, just not letting it get to you. Slowly accepting it. I think that's the healthier way, instead of bottling it up or sweeping it away. The events of the past 2 nights have taken their toll on her. And the harder she tries to bury them, the closer she is to collapsing under their weight. Yep, there it is. There it is. My thoughts exactly. You have a strong will. It's easy to mistake that feeling for strength, but it's a lie. Ah yes, repression! That won't come back. Surely not. That won't rear its ugly head at the worst possible moment. You don't need to hold yourself together around me. Thanks, Stella. I appreciate the support. Are you sure you're not just making things worse by letting them fester? Do you, have a therapist or anything? Remain silent. Get PTSD! Yeah, you know, no little PTSD. That never hurt anybody. It's fun every now and again, right? Vividly reliving those experiences. Yeah. It's good time. It's good times. God, I feel like I use street smarts a lot, but it's such a good one. We'll do the power build this time. It's easy to mistake that feeling for strength. It's a lie. The truly strong fully accept who they are, including their bad feelings. Ha! Maybe so. But hey, that's for future Stella to worry about. No, Stella, don't bury it away! Yeah, it's a treat. Oh, God. I'm present, Stella, and my main concern is making sure we get a good breakfast so we're fueled for our ghost hunt tonight. Can we go back? Can we still, like, talk about that? Just, you know, one more sentence, baby. Ah, damn it. We've already moved on. I'm extremely pumped. Whatever happens, I hope it's scary. I'm craving the adrenaline rush. Brother, have we not have enough I can't speak. Have we not had enough adrenaline the past few nights? I'd rather we didn't. Just didn't sign up for any of this. I don't know if it really matters how I feel about it. It's gotta get done. It can't be worse than the last 2 nights. I feel like that's a red flag just waiting to happen. I'm not going to pick that. I still don't believe in ghosts, or I'm just along for the ride. We'll stay pumped. I'm extremely pumped! Yeah, as I flex my giant muscles. Excellent, me too. If there's a ghost, I hope it tries to communicate with us instead of scare us. I want to know what it's like to be dead, or if there's any more ghosts out there. And hey, if there's anything like any other ghost hunt I've been on, it'll be much appreciated, breather. Unless you count Tommyknockers as ghosts. Or Wayne. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wayne's a ghost. Or at least a zombie. At the very least. Maybe a wraith. It's kind of like in between. I don't know. There's a lot he could be. I still haven't looked up like what ditchling, like where ditchlings come from. I have a feeling that might actually be from something. I just don't know what. Eggs are done. Time for the pancakes. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into her flour and whisking quickly to combine the ingredients. Wait, we made the eggs before we made the pancakes? That seems a little backwards. Pancakes take way longer to make than eggs. We should have done the pancakes first. Now we pray to the pancake gods for a perfect snack. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It's lonely here sometimes. Oh, anytime, Stella. You're a peach. Tabitha. Why is it just the one sentence? Why is it just Tabitha? Do you think you'll always live here? What happened to your parents? You and Kanika seem really close. Seems like you and Kanika don't hang out as much anymore. We're actually gonna meet Reese today, right? How's the food coming? Quietly wait for breakfast to finish. No, we're exploring. We're talking about shit. Tabitha. Oh, okay. We're just specifically talking about. Okay, this is the specifically talk about Tabitha tab. Got it. It's the Tabby tab. I'm sorry, Tabitha's kind of a jerk to you. Why do you still bother with Tabitha? She's so mean. Why do you keep harassing my cousin? It seems like she doesn't want you around. You and Tabitha give off a bit of an exes vibe. You know, I could see it. I could see it. So, what exactly is your history with my cousin? God, the street smart options are always so funny. I love them. Tabitha. Tabitha? Dude. We'll do that one. Because it's funny. Is that obvious? Oh, wait. Actually, though? I guess you could say we kind of dated. Oh my god, she's bi. Let's go, dude. More like sass smart. Oh my god, you're so right. I think that's probably why I love the street smart like options, is because they're so sassy. It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, it was my first relationship. Nice. Let's go. I'm sorry it was with Tabitha, though. I'm sorry. Based on what my experience with the woman, I'm sorry that was your first. I don't know. Maybe in the past she was different, but right now, they were toxic Fury. Oh God. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you. I'm her type? I'm her type! Tabitha could only turn a man gay and a lesbian straight. Oh, God. You still have feelings for her, so, you play for left field then. Oh, my God. I knew it! What was it like dating her? Quick, Zayden, sure the mommy fangs. Oh, we gotta switch scenes. Hold on. Wait, if I hit this, oh, wait. I don't actually have a button to switch. Oh, no! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I can be. Hold. I just gotta get there. I gotta fumble my way through this. Open this. Wait for it to load. Load faster! Faster command, please! I need it! Wait, I didn't actually... Wait, I'm stupid. No, wait. Oh God, it's stuck. Argue. This one. Hiya! Why didn't that work? Oh, I'm stupid. I typed in the wrong thing. Hiya! There we go. Oh, sorry. Oh, it reset the thing. No. Very fast snips. Yeah, just a quick little. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Stella, hi, hi. Hi, I can be that way. We could be there. Still have feelings for her. Huh. Guess I haven't made it blindingly obvious. I'm interested in someone else. Oh my God, she actually does like us. Let's go. We did it. We did it. We're in. We're in. Interested in someone else. If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, I'm sure the feeling's mutual. Okay, now, me. That doesn't make it abundantly clear if we're talking about ourselves. Wait, are you talking about me? Okay, that one would. Whoever you're interested in sure sounds lucky. Oh, we're not that dense. Look, Stella, I'm interested, but I don't know how I feel about being with my cousin's ex. Oh, I don't care about that. Tabitha had her chance at this and fucked it up. Oh, never. Stella, I'm not interested. Oh my God, there's so many options. What was like, okay, so those are all, okay, no, hold on. We gotta explore. Interested in, no, we're definitely doing this top one, I think. Definitely doing this top one. Yeah. The feeling is mutual. Ooh, woo. Oh yeah? Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll have to make a move soon before someone else snatches him up. Yeah, you know, that's fine. That's fair. I like it. We go for it. We need to get with Stella, even if it's just to prance in front of Tabitha. Like, look, Tabitha, I got your girl. Right? Like, look what you're missing out on, you fool. You could have had all of this. Kicking your feet. Hey, don't call me out like that. I actually don't have feet. Look, see here. Look, no feet. I can't be. You don't know me. Oh. My non-existent feet, my ghost feet. Why'd you two split? Cool. Why is this an option? Just cool. Yeah, it's cool. I feel like this is kind of an obvious question, like, or answer, I should say. Why'd they split? Clearly, I think Tabitha's true personality started coming out, and it didn't quite jive with Stella over here. But let's just see. I'm curious. Why'd you two split? I wish I knew. It just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends. Like, actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Unika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. Was, well, ancient history. Can't change the past. Oh, Stella. Ate Tabitha's sandwich, and you know how Tabitha is about eating her food. Oh my god, that's so true. So true. That's probably what happened. She took that one scoop of ice cream, that last little bit from the fridge. It was all over after that. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face narrows in concentration as she readies herself to flip the pancake. My ice cream! You hate to see it. Like, understandably, like, if you get ice cream for yourself, it's, you know, it is what it is. But you gotta be open to sharing it with your potential significant other. That's just good etiquette. What's mine is mine, but it's also your significant others. There's that partner tax, you know? Nailed it. The perfect flip. We're a great team. I'm so glad I could help you while you're doing actually everything. You think you'll always live here? So what happened to your parents? I don't know if we're ready to broach that subject quite yet. Very clearly, something very bad happened. I don't know if we're quite there. We'll hold off. Amy bought you ice cream, and you're not eating right now. Then she asked if she could have some. The nerve, the gall, the audacity. That's how it is. That's how it is. Two of my roommates are currently together, right? And I cannot tell you how often one of them is like, oh yeah, that's totally yours. And then, like, within the next hour is like, can I have that? Or can I have some? It's always so funny. The insanity. Oh, there's so much to it. Man, I can have so much conversation. Thieves. Baggages are thieves. Nasty old bitches. We hate them. Good old Golem. Who is... Oh, Avery's from the diner. Right. If you're lonely, why don't you hang out with Avery? That is a good question. So we're actually going to meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we could just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us and friendship. Let's go. I am curious what Reese, like, looks like, / is. Like, I want to meet him. Stella's been talking him up for the past 2 days. Do you think he's contagious? Nah, probably not. Are you sure he's real? Wow. That's a question. His mom's got it rough. I really don't like his mom. Jesus. Don't follow up. Oh, we'll follow up. We follow up with our lines of inquiry. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. Okay, you know what? Honestly, that's fair. Ugh. His mom's got it rough. Yeah, I can't imagine being in her shoes. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? Ah. That is a tough situation. I have a cousin who's also kind of in a similar state. Not in the same exact way, but he's got to have that constant care. That is not an easy thing, for certain. It's Stella with, you making pancake batter? How about you give me some of that baby batter? Oh my god. Asa, we've just now like made hints that we like each other. I think that might be a little forward. Also, I'm limited with my options here, all right? There isn't just a type in your own response, although that would be kind of cool. You think, okay, now I know AI is kind of like a taboo topic at the moment, but how cool would it be to have like what is it, like a visual novel where you do actually type out your answers and each character has their own like personality prompts and stuff that they answer stuff to. So you could actually say something like that to one of these characters and see what they say. That would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Just that as an idea, I feel like would be kind of fun. Though having limited options is also kind of fun because it does make you be like, okay, which the most likely one that I would pick. But again, yeah, I think just being able to type whatever the heck you want just to, you know, be unfettered, that'd be kind of rad. Let's see, is there anything else in particular you want to pester her about? Do we ask about the parents? I did say that we probably shouldn't. Well, how about this? You gonna live here forever, you think? Ever thought about moving away? Maybe coming to the big city with a young strapping lad who is incredibly well built and has some pretty smart street skills. Yeah. Hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me. I haven't had time to think about where to live or where to go. I got a place, though it's not particularly great. If memory serves, we've talked about our apartment and how kind of shit it is, but you know, I'm open to moving. I'm not sure what's out there, but there could be something out there already. Keep my eyes peeled. I mean, that is true. It's been out long enough. I feel like if a game existed that was like that, it would probably exist. Stella, live with me, you all relationship. That's true. I mean, okay, listen, like realistically, if we managed to sell off the house, we could have enough money to buy our own place. That would be the smart thing to do. Although that would be the difficult thing, because selling off this house in this town would be hard. Unless it was one of the, like, neighbors who bought it. But again, yeah, it would be tough. It would be a tough sell. But I think that would be at least a good attempt, a good play. Or for the right person. I could be the right person. That could be me. If you're lonely, why don't you hang out with Avery? Do you ever hang out with Avery? We'll go that route. Do you ever hang out with Avery? Well, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem like a stranger. What with who you're related to? Avery moved here a few years ago. Kind of close to the heels of all this stuff with the accident. So I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I'll go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with them outside of that. I should text them sometime. Nice. How's the food coming? Funny, you should ask. Looks like we're done here. Nice. Hold on. Oh, yeah, look at that. Egg on the pancake. That's what we're talking about. That is a stack. That's a lot of mail, I just noticed. That is talking about stacks. That is a stack of mail you got there, girl. And with that, breakfast is served. And look, I didn't burn any of them. Yeah, look at that. They look immaculate. The pancake gods wanted to make sure I could impress my guest with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I need a nice slow morning like this just to hang out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Yes, some bone apple teeth. Delicious. Maybe we just ignore whatever this text message is or alert. We're having a lovely time, just me, Stella, and the dog. Whatever it is, it could probably wait. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. Huh? Mayor, who? What? If they're even still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Well, considering, like pretty much everybody that I've talked to this morning already knew about it, I would think the whole town. Yeah, I would think everybody knows at this point. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosaline's doing. Gretchen barks at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Ooh, Gretchen, is that a good bark or is that a bad bark? Do you not like Mayor Jimmy? Is Mayor Jimmy a filthy politician like the rest of them? Does he need to be taken care of? Oh, good. We can warn him of the coming danger. Why is meeting the mayor such an exciting event to you? He's just a politician. Yes! Yes, my sentiments exactly. He's just a politician. You should let Avery know. No, that's okay. They can work out their relationship on their own time. I am kind of curious though. Why is meeting him such an exciting event to you? What's going on? You'll see. Oh, again with the mystery. Let's finish up and head over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Southern hospitality. Spend some quality time with Stella. Hell yeah! You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Oh yeah, look at all that. Look at all them people. What are they doing here for the mayor? Why is he so important? He's just an elected official. It's not like he can make decisions by himself. Now we're just waiting for Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yeah, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Zayden to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known him. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Oh my God. You too, girl? What is the deal? Who is this man? All right, shall we? I suppose we shall. Oh. He's a dog. Okay, honestly, I take everything I've said back. Beautiful. Gorgeous. The best politician I think I've ever laid eyes upon. Dear Lord. We need more men like Jimmy. Elect Jimmy. Jimmy for president. You can tell this dog is the mayor from this little sash and his fancy top hat. He's got a top hat. Let's go. I love this. I love this man. I love this mayor. Jimmy's the greatest. Woo! He's such a good mayor. You're doing such a good job. Maybe that would be a bad thing to say to the mayor. I should be more formal. He is the mayor after all. I'm sorry. Jimmy, you're such a good boy. You're doing such a good job. Yes, well done. There we go. New model redeem already? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's been which one? both of the okay. So the Google one has been around for a long time. The Fang one is new though. Lobbying is just scratching him behind the ears, right? That's how you what do you call it? You donate to the campaign fund. That's what it is. Doggy Zayden with a hat. Oh, I see. That would be like a entirely new model I would have to do. We'll put it in the. You can put it in the suggestion. We'll put a pin in that. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met a serious man. Oh, you haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume he's the mayor's handler. Bow to your mayor, peasant. I bow. I bow. Here, hold on. What is it? My hat's off to you, my good dog. He holds out a paw to shake hand. Oh, yes, please. Shake his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was not aware. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends, and Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Okay, Gretchen, with the breathing. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get to Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two never have been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Ginika quickly follows. I follow them. Now, I just realized I didn't look at the rest of the options. I immediately was just like, shake the hand of the mayor. I mean, how could I not, right? All right. Now that we're done with the mayor, it looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Meanwhile, the town's infrastructure is crumbling, and there's a suspicious amount of cash. Amount of cash only laundrettes. Oh, God. Before you catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation of making a good first impression. The self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Is this Daniel? I think that's what it... What is it? Janie? Janie mentioned somebody. The strange man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. Oh, I was right! It is Daniel! Nailed it.
I take it you're Zayden. Everyone's been buzzing about you.
Listen, that's the thing that I think of about him, okay? I can't help it. I gotta give him something unique. I only have so much range.
I'm sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now.
I doubt Perlan's in any better place. Get out of here, church nerd. I said no. Look, it's fine if he's a church nerd, okay? We just put him in that category, and then we know from henceforth how to deal with him. I don't believe, wow, just immediately off the bat, I don't believe in the afterlife. Oh, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Don't talk to me. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. Well, I think I know what one Asa would probably pick. Remain silent. Set the dogmare on him. Oh my God, I skipped this one somehow. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Perlan's in hell. Sheesh. Ooh, how do we deal with this guy? How do we deal with him? How do we deal with him? I mean, Perlan did sound like she was a kind of... Dog already peed on him to establish dominance. That's why he's skulking. Honestly, yeah, that's probably fair. You know, let's just go straight into it. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts?
Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I've heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from time beyond the grave. It seems like it provides them with some sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. This is about Perlan, or perhaps your mother. Have you been visited by her?
No, Oscar's place is haunted. I think we need an exorcism. Or, dang, I thought you might have some good ghost stories. Ew, no, I mean real ghost stuff, scary stuff. Never mind, or say nothing. No, Oscar's place is haunted.
Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that.
Oh, are you being ghostist, my good Pastor Daniel? Are you saying that some ghostly visits are better than others? For shame, sir.
But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw.
Okay, you know what? This grin, I am now 100% more on board with the voice that I've given him. Wait, you believe in some ghosts but not others? What makes you an authority on that? Ooh, okay, I'm already kind of like, yes. There were ghosts in the mines last night. A lot of supernatural stuff has happened in the past few days. Are you calling Oscar a liar? I trust Oscar, or you should come ghost hunting with us tonight. Then, and to prove it's not a haunting, no, I don't want this man here. All right, I believe you. Pfft, absolutely not. Wait, they can do that? I thought they had to leave signs, not prophetic dreams. According to Pastor Daniel, that's all it takes, I guess. Now we're going with this first one. How are you an authority on the ghosts, good sir?
I do have a degree from the top Sumerian of the country.
Wait, oh, seminars. Sorry, why did I read that so badly? I do have a degree from one of the top seminaries. Oh, read. Just read the words that are in front of your face.
In the country.
Sumerian. Listen, I don't see that word that often. Okay, I'm sorry. You could talk to both.
I took a whole class on ghosts.
He took a class. Guys, he took a class on ghosts.
So I suppose that does give me a certain authority in this situation.
No, not really. He's one of those. Both of these nuts. God, I wish I could just say that right now. I took a semester of college courses on this particular topic, so I happen to be, perfectly knowledgeable. I read a book. Pastor Dan can get crit. Ooh, that was close. He almost critically failed. Oh, I see. I trust you then. So, will you help with the ghost hunt? No, again, I don't want... No, I trust Oscar. I don't trust you. I just met you. I trust Oscar.
I'm sure Mr. Gutierrez saw something, but I'm just suggesting he may have misinterpreted a sign from the behind. A lot of folks are frightened when presented with such visions. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay. And now we go back to the original stuff. Let's not kid ourselves. We know the she's in hell. Sounds like she was awful. I mean, it did sound like she was awful, but I don't think that's right to say. I don't believe in the afterlife. You know what? I like Janie. Janie seemed nice. If this is her significant other, I would kind of feel a little bit bad. I should go. It was nice meeting. Can we just cut this sentence off here? I should go. Maybe we just remain silent. The one time I pick remain silent. You remain silent. You have nothing more to say to this man.
Hey, don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just thought I'd extend the offer in case you need something to talk to. The church doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day, Zayden.
Okay, bye. If I go to the church, it's only to see Janie. It's not to see you. Just gonna throw that out there. I'm just gonna yell that as you leave, okay? If I ever come to the church, I'm seeing our housekeeper because she seemed interesting. The pastor leaves and you join the line. Oh, to join the line to see the bear. Nothing to do now but catch up to your companions. All right. Ooh, Mr. Gutierrez. Look at these bars and look at tank top. Sheesh. A good looking guy. I'd for Zayden what happened. Oscar, I'm so sorry. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication. I'm not sure how she's going to feel when it wears off. I'm only coming to church to bang your wife. It's in the Bible. Somewhere in there, I definitely remember reading it. Don't worry though, it's fine. You don't need to go looking for it. Trust me. I've read the Bible several times. I just forget there's so many pages, And it was the whole foot? Yes, it's bad. But she's alive. We both able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. We're here for you, man. Should have done more. I should have done more. It should have been me. I should have been under that boulder. My ankles are much stronger than hers. I probably could have survived it. This is giving my confessional, and what happens stays there. Exactly. What happens in the booth stays in the booth. Just because the booth partition maybe mysteriously disappeared for the event has nothing to do with it. It's fine. It's removable. That's I've seen it several times, actually. In movies. Her knees are scuffed because she's devout. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not so many options here. Yeah, well, we're here for you, man. Thank you all. Everything feels like it's happened so fast.
I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taking my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway. They needed the beds, so I have to go pick her up. Oh god, I was worried for a second, like the bus accident was her in the bus and there was an accident. Oh my goodness. Even though our house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Oh, sorry. I'm a little overwhelmed.
It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. We can always go ahead and do the ghost bust or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and then she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That'd probably be a good idea, right?
If only. It doesn't come out during the day. Any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to go see for myself if it's gone. It managed to trick me a couple times. I can't handle any more surprises right now.
I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. Don't worry, Oscar. We will fix this. We have the power of friendship. If this were Wednesday, that would be apt. That would be an apt thing for me to say. But it is not Wednesday. It is not Kingdom Hearts Wednesday. So the power of friendship does not, well, it still could, but I still don't think ghosts are real. I'm starting to get cold feet about this ghost hunt. No, I'm not. We'll fix it. Confidence. That's all we need. We just need confidence. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever it is, we'll get to the bottom of it. Tonight.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm heading out. It'll be dark by the time I get back, so I suppose I'll see you all then.
Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're gonna try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from all the news around town. Gee, should we tell him? Again, I'm pretty sure he probably already knows. If he doesn't have some way of learning about these things, considering he's like a shut-in, he probably has a computer. He sounds like a kind of computer nerdy guy, so I would assume he's probably connected. That or his mom probably told him. People talk. Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear. Anyway, shall we? Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. Do we need to bring up that? I don't think so. You mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting secretly. Oh, should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Head to Reese's. Do we invite Avery? Do we invite Tabitha? I could invite Tabitha. Tabitha 100% is going to tell me no, but it might be a nice sentiment. Maybe we could use a skeptic. Actually, maybe that's a bad idea. Is that how things work in ghost hunting? Is anybody who plays Phasmophobia like pretty frequently here? Is Big Skeptical good at ghost hunting? Who watches Ghost Hunters or the like? I don't watch enough ghost hunting stuff. The only ghost hunting, probably not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We probably don't need a skeptic. Sounds like a good way to get killed. Yeah, right. Piss off the ghost. Could invite Avery though. That might be fun. Incorporate him into the group. Gather allies. Yes, actually, that could be a good thing. Let's invite Avery. Can we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh. Huh. Sure, I guess. The more the merrier, right? You gotta ask the ghost how many pickles. I know. I've seen the meme, Asa. 9? 90? 906? Oh, it's so good. It's probably one of the funniest things I've seen. You didn't want to get banned? I think that was the number, right? Something like that. Funny as hell, though. Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. It's close enough. You know, some big-ass number. What about Tabitha? I'm not even gonna ask. I'm sorry, Tabitha. I believe in you out. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. Oh, is that what he was doing? I wasn't really picking that up. I just thought he was being kind of weird and in my face. He wouldn't stop leaving those little pamphlets at checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him. Everyone should be nicer to him. He seems like a good guy. Y'all are right. His vibes were bad. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinions on the man. Don't threaten your fledgling relationship by inviting the ex. No, that's actually true. That's a good point. If I want to get more points with Stella, having the ex there, that's just going to cause problems. That's going to cause stress and anxiety, and we will get nowhere. I kind of like this bottom one. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He's been met. He's a dude. We'll just go with that. Wow, really? I've always thought he makes a memorably skin-crawling first impression. Yeah, he has a tendency to stick in people's minds for one reason or another. And they're almost never good reasons. The man was grinning through all my dad's funeral. As far as I'm concerned, he's a ghoul. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just a little siren that goes off every time I see him, and it tells me, get away. That's exactly how I would describe him, too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. All right, let's head to Reese's. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Wow, it's already dinner time? Jeez. You once again find yourself out in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Oh, getting the mail. Wait. Is this is this person's mailbox. Their mailbox is... For a second, I thought that their mailbox was down here. I was like, man, getting the mail every morning must be a huge pain in the butt. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? Oh, there's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. It's just extra time you get to spend together. True, Stella. Wise words. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Wow, you are very skinny. And very tall. Good God. Oh my God, dude, it's been ages. You must be Zayden, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Zayden updates. Christian starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. You brought the dog. Great. Yes, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But... It's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave some treats. You know I always have some good easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. It's Gretchen and Stella, Stella and Gretchen. They're the dynamic duo. You want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Zayden? You coming in? I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, Reese? I'll wait for Stella and Kanika. Silently wait for silently. I do trust dogs, but why? That is a good question. That is a good question. We'll keep our eyes peeled, though. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. Sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. That's a doctor for you. If the dog is losing it at the person, it's a possession. Oh, true. Well, this isn't the ghost house that we're dealing with, though. Oh, what if he's a skinwalker, though? They haven't seen Reese for a while. The mom has been keeping him, like, down in the basement for God knows how long. Could be. It could be. It's eerily quiet. I don't like it. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven. Oh, store-bought dinner rolls. Yes, dude. Are they the Hawaiian rolls? Please tell me that they're Hawaiian. Oh, maybe they don't get Hawaiian rolls out here in the countryside. Ah, that would be such a bummer. Those are so good, though. Some of the best, just easy dinner rolls, man. Cremate the body and put the house back up for sale. Easy peasy. And the unsettling artwork hanging from the walls. Wait, what unsettling artwork? Hey, Mom, Dr. Kelly, can you move? I want to see this unsettling artwork. Oh, wait. In the back there. Okay, we've got a skull. We've got, like, a person covering their face. It looks like they're in pain. Yeah, okay, that's creepy. That's weird. Why? Why, Dr. Kelly? What is this taste in art? I'm not sure what's going on in this picture behind her, too. Like people in a field looking up at light rays or something? I don't know. You'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? Sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only things left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. Oh, is it Reese's art? We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. That's true. You know what? If you can still see the floor, it's clean. Enough. Right? Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of my kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Ooh, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. This week on Hoarders. All right, let's see it, Reese. Let's see the damage. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Okay, the artwork is absolutely his. And honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it could be. You know, for an artist's room, this is pretty normal, I would think. It is very strange art, though. Just a little bit. I don't know if I could sleep in this room. Personally. The basement is what you might expect out of a torture artist who spends all of his time confined into his studio. Discarded canvases line the edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense. kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Power build. Do you need us to break you out of here? I don't think your mom could stop me. I don't know. You could be the biggest bro in the world. Mom strength is definitely a thing, and that's like top tier. That's like S tier. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place kind of feels like a prison. Your mom really looks out for you. Ginika's right. Your mom is scary. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened in the past couple days? Your whole situation has got to be rough. Sorry. What are you sick with? Your art. That's quite a movie collection you've got there. Got any recs? Wait, movies? Hold on. Movies? Oh, over here in the corner. That's a pretty nice collection. Wait a minute. Is that Pinhead I see? Did he open the box? Did he come? I'm pretty sure that is what that is. Oh, God. I'm trying to figure out what these other posters are. This has got to be a reference to something. I don't quite recognize it. This is 100% Pinhead, though, at the top. Okay, let's take a quick little peruse. If I recognize anything else. There's just kind of random ghoulish artwork. Hey, Reese, can you like scooch out of the way in the middle of the screen? You're blocking some stuff. I can't really get a good look at it. I can't see it. You three go way back, huh? If you would need someone to pose for your paintings this week, okay, we could maybe be a model. Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? They're just gotta be ready by now, right? Wow, just immediately leave. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, we'll do the street smart one. Feels like a prison. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's nice to have living people down here for a change. You know, we'd visit more if your mom would let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. A little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me. But I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubts on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. And she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... Okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But for good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up. So she has to regulate my food. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened in the past couple days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure we can't sneak you out one of these nights? Doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. Oh, sweet silly Reese. He's being starved. I know. Look at him. He's nothing but skin and bones. We gotta get you some beans or something. Get some protein. Nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can do, really, to rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Ew, dude. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Yep. That's them. That's them. Horrible clay baby-faced monsters. I hate them. Punch him in the face. He pulls out a sketchbook from his pile. From one of the piles in his room. Okay. That's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean? That they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know. But I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. That's fine that you think that. I disagree, though. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. What do you think of my cousin? I like how Kanika perks up at that one. That's interesting. She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me, personally, if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never got a chance to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy that's been following Zayden around, all ominous-like. Yeah, he's been stalking me. Sweet? Question mark? Sweet? Is this the same Tabitha, you know, we're talking about? Broody, scowly, always hunched over, glaring daggers at me at every move that I make. That Tabitha? Yes? Yeah, okay, well. If you say so, Stella. Oh yes, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe that he's going on. I don't. Personally, I would rather not a Jason be, stalking me in the night. Again, though, he did say that he was trying to protect me, so I don't know. Maybe he is. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. I do think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse. Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. Could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella and Doc didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? Honestly, probably not. Probably not. Dr. Kelly seems like a type of person that just like anything bad that's happening out there ain't gonna happen in here. Not in my house. I mean, yeah. I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What are you sick with? Sorry, Reese. Zayden is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most of my food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath it. Okay, I didn't need that visual. Thank you. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one is sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often. From here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you. True, we'll all join the worms one day. We've just got to make the best out of what we've got. But what's your diagnosis, though? Yeah, symptoms fine, whatever. I get that, but what is it actually? Give me the gobbledygook doctor speak. What's your diagnosis? He's really persistent too. I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating because it's not any one particular thing. Well, I'll join the worms, but we don't need them crawling under the skin while you're still alive. It's true. Worms, you stay out of my skin until I'm gone and dead and I can't feel you anymore, okay? That's the deal, all right? You can have it afterwards when I am unconscious and never waking up again. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Okay. Oh, the snap. Why did it snap? Okay, that was hyper elasticity. Pretty cool, right? No. Well, kind of, but also really Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope. I feel fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if it's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Can you imagine the sound it would make? I don't need to imagine the sound. I heard the sound. It snapped. Like an elastic band. Yeesh. About your art, movie collection. All right, what else do we want to talk about? Your art. Slap these bad boys on a mug. You could make $1 or $2. It's exquisite. It's grotesque. It's emo. Sure, a lot of it. Never mind, remain silent. Just your art and then nothing. Just quiet. An awkward silence. Like, So, yeah, He could probably make $1 out of these. I like this one. Slap these bad boys on a mug. You could make $1 or $2. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you could get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists? Their art sells for way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions off of it. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone has retroactively given my life value. Okay, well, yes, that is often true about a lot of artists. Usually their artwork is at least out in the public eye ahead of time, and you're a little bit known. You still got to put yourself out there a little bit, you know? You do that with this collection, and then, you know, in the next few years, you make more stuff, but you leave that stuff hidden, so that when you do inevitably, you know, kick the bucket, then that new stuff gets released, and anybody that's seen your old stuff and is like, oh, hold on a second, boom, then you make money. Or you could sell them while alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist. Oh, that sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting. Leave the hard work to someone else. Actually, kind of valid point, though. That's fair. I understand. Trying to sell something out there in the public is hard. Oh. I just realized I was kind of shrimping there. Oh, I gotta... Little stretch. Little stretch. Okay, do a big stretch. Oh. I guess some water. I'll probably only be going for a little bit longer here. Let's see. Let's talk about the movie collection. I am a little curious. Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shi no Chi? Death Blood. I saw that for the first time recently. Blew me away. And now I need to know, is this an actual movie? Dang, it's not. Boo, dude. I was hoping it was an actual movie. That would be so sick. Dang. Oh well. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should be there for him really tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosaline both need our support right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie, though. We can always ditch. This movie sounds good. No, I would never. We have made a commitment. We gotta follow through. I don't like horror movies anyway. I'll take a rain check. We'll take a rain check. Yeah, we'll definitely come back for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Zayden. I mean, yeah, I am. I'm free. I'm not doing anything. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. You think go way back? Yeah, I want to hear about you guys. Almost to the womb. The school here is tiny. K through 12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along. We're lucky we all got along as well as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and we're stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, the smaller the school size, the likelier someone might not be so nice. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks. Like a certain Scarlet I could name. Now, whoa, hold on. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I had rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Alright. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. I guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Your thing, Doc. I already washed them. But why, though? I mean, I guess just to be, like, obnoxious, but nah, I'll be good. My hands are already clean. Go wash your hands. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Oh, not the breathing. I was about to say. I was like, oh, the moaning's coming back. And then the breathing started. Ah. There, I'll turn it up a little bit because I know it's kind of quiet. There you go. Enjoy the breathing in your ears. Feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark, cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air. You feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Is that a chicken? No, that's a heart. I thought this picture up here was a chicken for some reason. I don't know why. It kind of looks chicken-like. Happy something day? That's definitely a heart, though. That is a human heart. Open the door, 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 open the door. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this scroll bar. The door, open the door, open the door, open the door. Open the door. So many open the door. Well, which open the door do we want to go with, chat? You want the first open the door? Maybe the 50th open the door? I wasn't counting how many open the doors there are. Open the door. You know what? Let's just go with this one. We're going to grab the slider. We're going to take it smack dab in the middle. I think it wants me. No. Surely not. Surely there's a close the door or there's a walk away somewhere in here. I'm just not seeing it. I just got to scroll through it a couple times over, you know. Well, just to make sure it's not the only option. Okay, that's the only option. I'm pretty. All right, let's open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Oh, well, just cleaning the doorknob. There's something compelling about this door. I need to see what's beyond this door. Return to the door. Wow, I can just like push past her. Return to the door. There's something compelling about this door. I'm opening the door. Opening the door. Opening the door. Opening the door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. I mean, I don't really have an option here. No, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. But the door! The door! I need to know! She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes, and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. But the door... You don't understand! God, the shading on her. She is not a happy person. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti. Ooh, spaghetti! I love spaghetti. And a light salad. I never understood that. What's considered a heavy salad? Isn't all salad just light? It's just lettuce. And like, maybe some other vegetables. Is a heavy salad something with like meat in it? Like chicken? Would that be considered a heavy salad? I don't get it. Light as in maybe like, there's no dressing? Woman, you don't understand. I need the door. Let me back to the door. This dinner is lovely, but the door. The door, though. Dr. Kelly's eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. Oh, Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Yeah, I would be pretty tense too with a mom like this. She sits opposite you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Powerful build. It's a position of authority where her height gives her a vantage point over everyone else. No one at the table does anything without her noticing. It almost feels like, despite the presence of your friends, this is strictly a conversation between you and the doctor. Street smart. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. It's odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. Oh. I see. Hails. He slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No. It's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. And if I ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauce, No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. Would just rather you know these things. Noted. Noted, but she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. You know, I think I saw a video online about family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Oh my god. Honestly, you know, that could very well be. Damn it, why did I have to bring that up? Now I'm suspicious. She's a doctor. She would know how to do it. You know, she'd be like, these pills are there to help, but what if those pills are actually there to poison? Those pills are actually there to murder. Just slowly, over a very long period of time. Talk about Reese, small talk, the danger. Rolls to make the flat-chested mean girl let me go to the back door. Damn it. Didn't quite cut the mustard there. The danger. I do kind of like this top one. It's sassy. I like the sass here. About Reese small. Maybe we can do this one after. Nah, we'll do it now. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Kanika's face, right? She's just like, ooh, that was kind of a spicy thing to bring up. Yes, I am the spice. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone. Like, oh my god, how could you say that, Satan? Oh, what are you doing? It's tense enough as it is in here. Okay, we can still talk about stuff. About Reese. Does no one in this town have two parents? What exactly does he have? I must break your heart, having to isolate your own son from the world like this. You think Reese might feel better if he got to see people more often? Why are you so hell-bent on keeping your son from seeing his friends? Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud. Don't you find your son's art concerningly macabre? We'll go with this one. I like this one. Reese is a talented artist. You must be proud of him. He has a lot of skills, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course, I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. Has Reese only ever called his mom Doc? Has he ever said mom? I don't know if he has. I haven't been paying attention as much. Ooh, that's kind of interesting if he does that though. Kind of telling. I don't think he has. Yeah, I don't think he has either. I don't know if he's ever addressed her directly as mom. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on that for a little longer maybe. Exactly what does he have? I gotta know. I'm bringing it up again. I'm not poisoning my son. You can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms, and that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk. And it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. Tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Zayden is still in town. I'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. There it is again. There it is again. Okay, hold on. That's the second time in a row. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? Not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement, alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom. Okay, mom there. Just to have friends. Oh. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please just leave us alone. I'm trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No. Now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I feel like you're a little bit more of one than the other here in this situation. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. Just leave. Please. Not only I didn't get the door open, I didn't even get to eat my mediocre out of the can spaghetti. Right? I still had rolls left on my plate. God dang it. Don't think I don't know something is up here. Don't think we don't know something is up here. We have stuff to do anyways. He seemed fine before dinner. Sorry we gotta be right quietly leave. No, I'm bringing it up. Don't think we don't know something is up here. I'm calling you out. Yeah, wait, we do? I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed out the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door on your face, clicks the lock, signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. You really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid? And for so long? No. There's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and is definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? Something seriously wrong with that dynamic. I didn't even get to finish my food! Okay, there it is. We'll definitely, I think we'll definitely do that. Dr. Kelly is hiding something. What a lovely dinner. Remain silent. People who are hunting ghosts think poisoning is too far-fetched. Well, you know. I mean, ghosts are, they're ghosts. But a mother poisoning their son? Oh, could never happen. Never in the history of poisons was that a thing. Surely not. That's too much. I want to talk about the door. Something weird happened when I washed my hands. I was forced to try to break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night before you had that Caesar? Kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot's happened last night, but the whole thing is very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. It's probably nothing remote. Yeah, it was similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. I'm not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Zayden got. Well, that's fine, Kanika. You just stay out. I, on the other hand, am going to open that door by the end of this week. So help me God. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? Street smart, let's go. Street smart. She never turned her back towards him. Oh. I guess you couldn't really tell because, you know, it's flat, but that makes sense. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for both of them to go through. Fine, Kanika, you and your giant tatas can juggle themselves home, while me and Stella get, break into the house. Yeah. Yeah. You and your, very voluptuous self can go back to your general store, while me and Stella have a good time burglaring certain things. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Stella, you're too optimistic. I love that about you, but I have to disagree with you right here. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. Exactly. That's why tomorrow night we're breaking into the clinic and I am opening that goddamn door. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss the second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. Honestly valid though, girl. I'm right there with you. You can follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you. Menace. Oh. Ew, I see ditchlings. Hi there. Oh, and there's Wayne. And there's more ditchlings. Guys, find where's the ditchlings? Ah, there's a ditchling. We got one. I was gonna say maybe that's actually a pigeon, but no, that's probably a ditchling. That's 2, 2, 3, and we got 4, 5 here under this brochacha's legs. I don't know what you guys are doing under there. That's kind of a little sus. And then there's Wayne in the building. I see you, Wayne. I see you. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, but the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Oh, my sweet summer in-game self. How I absolutely know that tonight is going to be no different than the rest of the nights, and yeah, we're going to have to continue this next week. We're going to call it there for tonight, as it is getting late. And I think that's a good place to stop. We had a weird encounter with the doctor, and we're about to go ghost hunting. So the next time we come back, we will resume our ghost hunting shenanigans at Oscar's house. But until then... Oh, wrong button. Goldie, let's chat. Until then, we shall leave it be. and let me close out of this game so that the whispers stop whispering into my ears. We'll get some. Yeah, there we go. Maybe not the absolutely correct tone to go with, but we're moving away. We're getting out of the spooky. Ugh. Let's try to find someone who's doing something maybe chill. A chill game, yeah? Who's chilling tonight? Anybody just vibing? Doing something fun? I can go pester with my raid. Let's see. Shifting time. All right, you're not helping, music. We're supposed to be in like chill times. And that's not helping either. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, there we go. Oh, Rue is still... Wow, Rue is still going? Damn. Been going for a long time. We could go raid Rue. It's been a hot minute. It's like they're playing... Wait, they're playing Shotgun Roulette, but in Roblox. Interesting. That should be a nice, silly time, right? People playing buckshot roulette after our horror-filled evening. Yeah, shooting each other in the face with a shotgun. That's the good times that we want. That's actually kind of perfect. Oh, I should have put it. Oh, I should have put an emote in between that. Hold on. All right. That's the raid message. That's the raid message. And we will go with for the evening. I love it. I love it when games do that. It's fun. But thank you everyone so much for joining me this evening. I appreciate y'all for being here. We're gonna go raid Rue. Looks like she's collabing with some other friendos. So should be a nice chill time. As I said, they play buckshot roulette, but in Roblox. Have a good rest of your evening. Thank you. I appreciate it. You as well. We'll be seeing you again tomorrow, hopefully. That will be the next time we stream. Same time, same place. Different game, though. Chiller game. We're going to be continuing our Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough. I forget what we were doing. It's been a minute. I'll have to double check where we are, story-wise. But yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. I hope to see you then. But until then, have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, or morning. Wherever you rest those weary souls, wherever you hang those hats, I wish you well. Until next time, ciao for now.